Welcome here, Worksaholics. I appreciate you coming to another National Lunch and Learn League event. My name is Russ Fitzpatrick. I'm one of the lucky co-founders of the Annie Mac Works Real Estate Productivity Platform. I'm going to get to introduce two of my favorite women in the mortgage business today. I'm going to tell you that my wife, Carrie, runs all of our social media with Megan and the team at Annie Mac Works, and she's going to tie a bow around everything that you guys are going to learn today. So think of the Carrie and Kelsey show. I am going to sit back and learn with you guys. I do have an affection and respect for Kelsey. She has really impressed me coming right out of college to work for Annie Mac Home Mortgage, and she was honored in 2019 as one of the most powerful women in the mortgage banking industry. This is an award bestowed upon her by the National Mortgage Professionals magazine. She was also a Woman with Vision Award winner in 2019, Annie Mac Creative Marketing Award winner, and she's won the President's Club Award at Annie Mac 16, 18, and 19. I guess she had a down year in 17. I don't know. But just a couple other notes. I mean, she's just a dynamic speaker. I make her refer to me as Uncle Russ because she and I've watched her grow up in the mortgage business and what she's achieved in social media and how she's able to attract attention, appreciation, loyalty, and really dramatically affect the production of the people. Kelsey Rowkett is an industry-leading national business development manager with Annie Mac Home Mortgage, and she's also an award-winning media expert. She's been on so many stages, including one of my favorite events of the year is the 2020 Vision Summit. And we were there last year in Tampa, where Kelsey was asked to present a program called Digital Domination at the Vision Summit. And I'll tell you what, I sat in that room and I learned more that day about social media than I had learned in my entire career. And like I said, Carrie's going to wrap it up at the end with some real takeaways that you can apply right away. So without further ado, I'm going to wow you with two of the most dynamic women in the mortgage industry today, Kelsey Rowkett and Carrie Fitzpatrick.
Welcome to Digital Domination. My name is Kelsey Rowkett. Thank you, Annie Mac Works, for having me. This is exciting, and I'm really honored to share how I've been able to build out my following to 50,000 followers and convert that into building an organization, building a branding with emotional intelligence, how to really leverage video messaging, success in storytelling and reflection and recognition, sharing what attracts, what are some of the top social platforms used for, and what does it mean to you? How can we convert your connections into business transactions? How can we support the branding and the opportunity to connect with more people nationally, regionally, locally? So let's begin. Let's start with branding with emotional intelligence. Having self-awareness is key. Emotionally self-aware. You have to have the ability to know yourself and really understand your feelings. Having an accurate self-assessment, understanding your feelings and strengths and weaknesses. And self-confidence. Having faith in yourself and willingness to put yourself forward. Self-management. Really having the emotional self-control, controlling feelings and expressing them in appropriate settings, having achievement, being goal-oriented, working towards your goal. Initiative, being self-motivated despite the setbacks that we experience, and having transparency, branding with honesty and openness, and interacting with integrity and being trustworthy. Adaptability is another big one for self-management, showing resilience and the ability to change course when needed. And optimism, positive outlook on everything, even though sometimes it seems impossible. Just hoping for the best and preparing for your success. Now let's switch gears to social awareness. Having empathy, the ability to form connections with others and understanding and acknowledging others' emotions. Service orientation, being helpful and contributing to the group, good listening skills. And organizational awareness, the ability to explain yourself well and be aware of how you are being understood. Sensing the level of comprehension of your audience is key. Now let's move on to relationship management. Being an inspirational leader, a good mentor, a role model, and authority figure. Influence, articulating points in persuasive, clear ways that effectively motivate others. You really can be a catalyst for change and recognizing and supporting the need for change and making it happen. Developing others and helping others build their skills and knowledge. And especially teamwork. Relationship management is really around collaboration, working with others in an effective manner. Breaking the comfort barrier and stepping into a world of discomfort to find your greatest success. I have a book recommendation for some of my readers out there. This is a quote by Jen Sincero. The walls of your comfort zone are lovingly decorated with lifelong collections of your favorite excuses. The book's called You Are a Badass at Making Money. I don't know if that would intrigue anybody else to pick that up at Barnes & Noble's, but it sure did intrigue me. Think about it. Our grandparents never had the opportunity to build business with the social platforms like we do at our fingertips. And we all need our personal megaphones. And social media is your vehicle. The internet right now is like electricity, and content is king, and you can really choose when to turn up the voltage at any time that you want. Let's talk about video messaging. In my opinion, this is the #1 most important vehicle to delivering your messages. The audience has to feel and absorb and reflect on who you are and if they really want to do business with you, if they trust you to purchase their home through you. And end of the day, trust me, you can make video messaging easy. It's as easy as taking your phone and turning it around, and you can prop it up on a shelf or buy a $10 Walmart tripod and getting yourself comfortable with that face-to-face interaction virtually through video messaging. This will help you become top of mind, and it leaves no room for perceived intentions. There's actual intent and perceived intent. And video messaging, in my opinion, allows you to control what the actual intent of your messages are. Now, let's take a quick moment and talk about intent. Intent either deepens or weakens your relationships, and you cannot leave room for assumption. You have to always define what your intentions are. We want to define our visions, our passions, and our mindsets to our audience. It's human nature for humans to want to help other humans. And as you build, we need to define your vision. What is your 1 year, your 5 year, your 10-year goal? Knowing that if you announce these goals, the people that are interacting with you, doing business transactions with you, that are supporting the growth of your business, it's going to increase the likability that they're going to want to do business with you because they are attached to supporting you achieve your goals. Increasing the human element by attaching a goal-oriented brand to you is only going to help you, not hurt you. And let your followers in on the dreams that you're chasing, and they'll be more likely to want to help you get there. Now let's talk about defining your passions. Your audience and understanding what are your hobbies? What are your places of enjoyment? What is your why? And why does that relate to your branding? People want to know that you are not just a feature and benefit. You're not just a product. You're not just a transaction relationship. People want to know who they're doing business with. So defining these are crucial to building your brand. And defining your mindset. What do I believe in? How am I motivated? What are some reflections I can look back on and lessons that I've learned? What are the themes in my business? What is the tone of the way that I am building? Pay attention to what attracts and ask yourself these 4 questions. What is my brand? What are my boundaries? What are my stories? And what am I selling? Take some time to break those questions down personally for you and your business, and give yourself some time to pay attention to what attracts in your social spheres. What posts are getting the most likes and why? What posts are being shared the most? And what kind of activity is happening around that post? I want to give you some statistics that I found by Oberlo, and allowing yourself to see that there's something to this digital domination world. The power of social media marketing. 73% believe that social media marketing has been somewhat effective or very effective for their business. Daily active social media users, 3.5 billion social media users, which equates to about 45% of the population. Social media users by generation, 90.4% are millennials, 77.5% are Gen X, and 48.2% are the baby boomers. Now let's think about how important millennials are right now to our business and real estate. Customers that are using social media, 54% of social browsers use social media to research products. How are you getting to the top of the list on the web and leveraging your algorithms? Strength and success in storytelling. I'm going to let you in on my 3 C's: creating, captivating, and converting. Creating is brilliant storytelling and having the opportunity to paint a picture within your branding. Then you've got captivating, which is pro-level content. Content is king, right? And converting is conversion, being able to get results. Open house pictures, celebrate those days. Community connectivity, how are you making a difference in the community? Share operation wins and support staff recognition. Having a strong infrastructure is everything in our business. Service, service, service. Highlight how you give that exceptional service. Work-life balance. It's important for us to share and spread that in working with my team. If you're looking to recruit and build and grow, or just have the brand that you have been able to achieve, the financial freedom and work-life balance, there's a sense of peace that comes with that. And personal wins and awards that you have won that have leveraged and have the opportunity to level up your credibility. What's the big difference? Now, there's a couple social platforms, and I'd say some of the more popular ones in building brand recognition would be LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram, in my opinion. Now, Instagram, really being able to make connections with people who see the world in interesting ways. It's a visual, inspirational, storytelling search by hashtags in the categories that you want to attract and you want to search. Now, Facebook is the new newspaper of the world, and branding and connecting machine, a billboard for your business. All the platforms are billboards for your business. And Messenger sometimes being the new texting for professionals and for people outside your closest sphere of inner circles. Now, LinkedIn is really good for sourcing leads, and HubSpot had found that it was actually 277% more effective at generating leads than any of the other platforms out there. Local and regional searches, and you can really leverage who you know and gain who they know. Selection and recognition. Be the heart of your business. Give praise to your top referral partners, to your customers. Give them a microphone to stand on and allow them to shout the testimonials and give you an opportunity to highlight them and their goals and their success. And I will tell you, by cultivating a masterminding experience, allowing others to tell your story and what their experience was like interacting with you is one of the most powerful ways and strongest paths to elevation. Interviews, podcasting, posting highlights, creating a partnership in the process. Building your social identity. Oh, this is a big one. Defining your team. The messages of who are we? Am I a mother? Am I a husband? What is my role in the community? Define your work ethic. What do we stand for as a team? What do we believe in? What are our morals? What are our values? What are the support systems that we have to rely on? And what is your why? And why does your why pertain to those that are actually listening to what you have to say? What is the tone and atmosphere of your business? Or what do you want it to be like? Be the common denominator. Pay attention to what's attracting, but more than anything, what are the mutual foundations that you might have with your customers, with other top performers, with people that you're looking to join your team. You're able to catch their attention more when you're able to find a common ground. Pay attention to what their DISC personality profiles might be. What are people relating to? What schools did they go to? Who do you know in common? Who are your mutual friends? Leverage those hobbies and pay attention to what some of the most successful people are doing and be that common denominator. Now let me take you down my personal branding roadmap. Defining your current state. What does your current operating environment look like? How many followers do you have? What does your team look like? What is the messages that you're currently delivering? What does your W-2 say? Now define your desired state. What do you want your W-2 to look like? How many followers do you want to have? What kind of reputation do you want to have in your marketplace? Now define your why for me. Spend some time thinking about, okay, what is my why? What is my purpose? Why do I do what I do? What is my drive? And really, what stands behind those morals and values? Then I want you to define how your why connects to your career. Why do you do what you do? List your sources of inspiration for content. Personally, mine, Pinterest. Figuring out visually what is aesthetically pleasing to my eye, what achievement of my goals would look like if I could have the things that I could have once I achieve a certain goal. And this doesn't have to be materialistic things. It could be peace in your heart. Now define passions, beliefs, and values. And then I want you to identify obstacles that your audience experiences. Once you have those identified, provide us with solutions. Identifying your solutions. Now list social media outlets. What do you have? You have Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, you name it. And figure out what you want to build upon. Now we have to measure that success. Some you can measure just by how many followers you may have, or you might want to measure on how much business you were able to gain from social media, how many leads you were able to pick up from Facebook, what your conversion rates are like, how many conversations you're able to have. And goal setting. Out of all the things that we've defined, what are the goals? What are the outcomes that we want to generate? And the last stop is increased followers and conversion within your business. Social media is your outlet to being top of mind, and it's a gentle reminder of the quality work that you do. Reminding your referral partners to share your name and spread your story. we believe that making an impact while making an income is one of the best ways that we could build a business. And at Annie Mac Home Mortgage, we believe a story starts in a home, and that story starts with you.
Wow, thank you, Kelsey. That was amazing. I certainly wasn't kidding when I told you she had a lot to say and a lot of good advice and things to talk about as it relates to social media. But I wanted to come back and give you some tangible things that you could put into action right this minute in order for you to start to build your social media empire. The first thing that I want you to do is get active. I want you to post 3 to 5 times a week. I want you to time block this though. So let's think about that. Did you know that Facebook has a place where you can go and schedule your posts? So you don't have to be at your computer. You don't have to be on social media all day, every day. You can schedule them to go out at high traffic times, like mornings and or afternoons, and then weekend evenings, because those are the highest traffic times on the social media outlets. Getting active changes the visibility of that social media to your timeline. If you're active, you'll be given more viewing time by each and every social media outlet. See, they reserve visibility for those who remain engaged and active inside of their platform. The second thing that I want you to think about is that your posts need activity once you've posted them. It's not post them and then forget about it. The posting person, the person who posts it, meaning you, needs to revisit your own post after you post it, and that will keep it to the top of the feed. So the more comments that you get and the more that you comment back on those comments keeps that post alive and gets more likes and more comments and shares will keep it to the top of each feed. Now, if a post of yours is dying, there's no action on it, you can delete it and you can repost it again at a better time, or you can make your own comment in the thread, an added thought or an added photo, and that will boost it back up to the top. The next thing I want you to do is understand who your audience is. You see, every social media platform has a different audience, a different age group, and as such, who are you looking for on which social media platform? Kelsey mentioned that last year, millennials took 34% of the homebuyer market, and this year, they're predicted to take 45%. They're on Instagram and Facebook, and they're slowly getting into LinkedIn as they join into the professional realm, if you will. So if you're trying to get more referral partners, then you're going to post to LinkedIn. And if you're trying to get more of the home buyers, then you're going to post to Facebook or Instagram. Now, the next item is natural or unnatural for you, depending on what type of personality you have. But you must add friends, connections, and you must link to others daily. You know, just as you hope to gain followers, you have to add people in order for you to be able to get there. You don't need to figure out the person that you're adding's life history. The algorithms do all that work for you. They bring you the people that you may know or your suggested connection. And the reason they do that is because the social media platforms know that they're going to bring you audiences of people who are like you, who like what you like, who talk about what you talk about, and who have mutual friends. So add 10 to 25 people a day. All of those connections in their networks will be notified of the new connection. So as a result of that, not only are you going to be adding those connections, but you're also going to be seen by their connections. So you're getting a peripheral advertisement from the social media sources as you do this. You know, branding isn't guesswork. You have to know what your brand is. Who are you? You have to answer this question in order for you to figure out what your niche is and what market you're going to serve. And then your social media posts need to be the answer to the problem that you're trying to solve. As you post, solve problems for the people that you need to see you. Are you solving for the new family who just had a baby? Are you solving for the person who needs to take their pet with them and they don't, how that's possible? Are you solving for the empty nester? Or are you solving to try to get more referral partners? Or are you solving to try to get people to come and work for your brokerage? Think about what your brand is and then go from there. There are a few things that you need to do. You need to get active. You need to keep your posts active. You need to understand your audience and where you're posting what. And you must make connections and stay true to your brand and your niche. With all of that being said, maybe you too can get to those 50,000 followers like Kelsey did. I want to thank you for being here today for our digital domination. I want to thank Kelsey from the bottom of my heart for bringing you such amazing content. I'll see you next month at our NL2. Thank you and have a great day. So when you post, it isn't about you, the poster, it's about the audience.